We are Ben and MP, and in 2020 we bought a boat because we really wanted to sail. Fast forward 5 years later and we are still more building than traveling. But that is about to change this week. This is the last week that we are more building than traveling, because in a week we are leaving to unknown places.
The funny thing is that we have a massive to-do list that we're going to make the most of being here. It's a little pit stop, and no matter how much we can get done, we have a deadline. So whether it's all done or not, we're going to lift that anchor, weigh that anchor, and start heading up the coast. So let's find out what has to be done, what we can get done, and don't forget to subscribe, because it really supports our journey and it also keeps you guys up to date with everything that's going to be happening. And I have a feeling down here, deep in my gut, that it's going to be epic.
Me too.
Ready? Let's go.
Last week, you guys saw me being a little bit sad leaving the island behind because we were starting our trip. And then this is our first official stop, but it's actually back home where the shipyard is. We're gonna make a longer pit stop here. We are imagining something around 1 week, because we know this place, we know welders, we know cushion makers, we know furniture makers, we know electricians, we know everyone here that can help us finishing some last things on the list before we can go.
You heard that, guys. 1 week. We are not going to procrastinate. We are going to just get stuff done and leave. And with get stuff done, I mean, this is the place where we have to get everything off the boat that we aren't going to need in future, and everything on the boat that we have over here that we're going to need in future. And have a look at this table. Our mission on the boat is to get all this in the right places so we don't have to store it anymore. To go over it very, very quickly, we are going to install the doors in our toilet. We are going to put a light on the platform, a light, another deck light up in the mast. We have a VHF radio which isn't installed until now. We've only been using our handheld. We have some solar panel wiring which we're going to start organizing all that stuff up there, which is going to be a really cool job. We have a horn which I have just finished removing. As a matter of fact, I removed everything that involved having a screw on the roof because we don't need that anymore. So the horn has to find a new place. We have a new anchor light. The other one broke when the mast fell. We have another GPS antenna which is going to be connected to the AIS. We're almost there. We have don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel sticker which is going on the side of the boat, and if you haven't yet, it's just a click away and it really supports us. Let's head over to your side. Something I'm really excited for is putting a mast collar on the forward mast. Not to forget, inside here we have wedges to jam the mast in place for the main mast, so this is not to be forgotten. Lots of coffee for the journey. Did I forget anything? Yes, the coolest part and my favorite, this came together with the solar, when he came and did the solar panel support. Let me get this out, and I'm probably going to start with this because today is a beautiful day. I'm going to do stuff outside. We can lift our dinghy very easily now. However, if we just wanted to lift our outboard engine out of the water and hook it onto the outside of our davit system, we are going to have a nice sturdy crane. This thing is going to go right behind you guys, and as it's sunny, I'm going to try and get all the outdoor things done ASAP, and then when it's raining, hopefully not, we can go inside and do all the rest. But let's start with this. There was no way that I could chisel away enough wood for it to sit flush, so instead we've added a bunch of epoxy, as you can see. So I'm just going to let this cure. When it's cured, I'm going to flatten it so it's nice and straight and smooth, and then we can add the support. But until then, let's move to another job because I think there is plenty to do. I went up the mast to just grab the current broken anchor light we have, and we're going to come in here, fix it, and put the new one up. Not fix it, just put the new one up, and we should be good. With the old anchor light gone and the new one ready to be installed, we are ready to go and install it, or are we? I looked at this in the shop and my brain said, look at this, There are 4 screws on the outside of it, so all I have to do is not open the top and put the screws internally, but just put it on the mast and screw it on. However, there's a big flipping wire in the middle, which I didn't think about at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this lengthwise, nothing big. This is going to go on one side of it, and then I'm going to screw the other side onto the top of the mast, so it's going to be a little bit offset or slightly forwards. But this is just going to avoid having to drill up there in the top mast, and from far you're not going to see it, and it's going to be hardwood. It's going to be perfect. So let's get cracking with this. Then all I need to do is fasten this on. I might even connect the wires already, might do it up there, and so silly. This is going to be it. So picture the mast cap. This is actually one that's for the foremast that I still need to do. Instead of passing the entire wire through the top of this, this is going to sit on top, and the navigation light will be slightly either offset to the back, to the front, or to the side. That's something I want to decide still. What I'm going to do is prep 2 holes, fasten it on top. That's not going to hit the middle screw of this. Also, it's getting pretty shaky down here. It's in the afternoon. It always gets shaky in the afternoon, so tomorrow first thing when it's calmed down, we're going to go up and put it. Also, I'm going to put a little coat of varnish or something on top of it, because this is just bare wood. Even though this ash will last 10 years up there, a little UV protection isn't going to do any harm. And yeah, in future, even though something looks cool, it's always too good to be true. And a quick boat job, you know how it goes, is never just a quick boat job. This is the final product. Now, in exactly 23 days, Loic is arriving. You will remember him. He helped us a lot in the final stages of the boat build, like the anti-fouling, through holes, and so on. What is it? Depth sounder and loads more stuff. He's coming in July, so in 23 days he is bringing a nice block and tackle for not only here for the dinghy engine to be lifted, but also to improve our dinghy davit system, the full dinghy. So I could probably hang off this, but I'm not really in the mood of getting wet, and also I'm going to let the Sika dry completely. But yeah, this is, yeah, I could hang off it, but I'm not going to. The clock is ticking, which means we have less time to do the jobs we need to do before we leave, and days like this definitely do not help. But fear not, because we had Sandro over literally 2 days ago come take some measurements of what we call now the messy room, which hopefully isn't going to be a messy room soon. And he called me yesterday to say tomorrow 10 a.m. we're going to do some cutting, and it's not just any cutting, it's going to be some very, very fancy cutting. At least for our standards. As you might have seen, all our furniture until now has been done by jigsaw, bandsaw, circular saw and table saw, all by hand, glued by hand, screwed by hand. And P has already left to her parents because her grandma and Uncle Rafa, you know him, they are over from Argentina, and she went to go and spend some quality time with them. So I'm just going to go and grab that kayak over there, as I'm on my own anyway, and head over to that workshop. In the workshop here we have Jura over here and Sandro, who are the heroes who are going to make the furniture for us. Actually, they are not going to make the furniture. Jura has just been showing me the drawings of the furniture, but this is the machine that is going to make all our furniture. This is the beast that is going to take care of all the cutting. The plywood is going to be placed on top of it. It works with suction, so it's going to be sucked down onto the table. And then you've got this machine, which works with a bunch of routers. We've ordered 3 sheets of plywood, and they're all going to be placed on here. And I've never seen a CNC machine work before. What I assume is it's just going to do its thing, and it's all going to come out ready, pre-cut, to take to the boat, to install. I don't know, it's going to be so cool. Now, I don't know if you guys are into cars, but do you recognize where this logo comes from? If you do, comment below. I'm curious to see if you can recognize it. That was absolutely insane. In about 10 minutes, that entire 15mm thick plywood sheet was cut and is now ready to just be put together and made into furniture. We've got one more over here, which is the last piece of cedar that we're going to use for our interior furniture. But that would have taken so long to do by hand. The advantage is that it's going to be a fixed piece of furniture. It's just going to be put into place and drilled against the bulkhead. It's nothing that has to fit in any awkward areas, which is why we can do this. After seeing how Yabá was built, do you think it's cheating? It's a little bit cheating, I feel. Can't be this easy. And just like that, the second part has been cut. Now Sandro and his team are going to take care of finishing touches, rounding off the edges, putting it all together. We've got so much to do on the boat, but we really wanted to see this. But before we know it, we'll be back here, or we'll be meeting up with Sandro to pick up the full piece of furniture and put it in place. And I cannot wait for that furniture to be ready, because to give us so much more motivation to finish the jobs, because we'll find tools, we'll find screws and so on. I wonder what this is going to look like next time. Obrigado.
Valeu, bem.
All legs to this guy.
Last night in the city, yeah. My tears fell heavy, yeah. Can I stay? Can I lay in your arms? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. Sunshine. All these demons messing around with my head. And I swear they're trying to leave me for dead. Keep me saying you're my better half, and I'll jump with you in a bed. I was lonely for so damn long, but I'm waking up to a different song. Keep me saying when I'm
We have everything we need and more. So it's also funny because every time we come to this shop, it means we have more work to do on the boat. But thank you so much, Christian. All this stuff is going to be very, very useful, and I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that we're coming to this shop, because I've already thought of 10 other things I want to come and get next time. Yeah. Hey! Sorry. I'm happy I wasn't carrying this on my back. I thought as I'm coming up to put the anchor light on, I have a floodlight, a deck light that I'm also going to install here. We have a triple wire coming up, which used to go to one of the old navigation lights, which we're not using. So we can use that positive to connect to the deck light. Hopefully I can get it all done. I might have to hang to put the deck light on, because that is under the spreader. As usual, we'll do step by step and see how it goes. Honestly guys, I am so happy with everything we've managed to get done so far, but this week's episode has caught up to us quicker than the end of our to-do list. So this is going to be pit stop 1 out of 2, pit stop 2 out of 2 is us going to be finishing the job, seeing some visual changes in those cushions, and also the massive cupboard we had built. I think it's massive for a messy area, and last but not least, weigh the anchor and head north up the coast. So really hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you so much for being here for us, guys. It really means the world to us. I'm gonna have a quick rest while I'm watching this beautiful sunset over here, because we are not even near the end of that to-do list and we have a deadline to meet.